If you clicked on this video, I'm sure you've probably felt burnout at some point in your life. Maybe you're feeling burnt out right now. Burnout is one of the worst things for a creative to experience. It drains your energy, and because you aren't fulfilled to create, your productivity takes a dip. And when your productivity declines, that can affect your mood and your happiness, because I believe a human being is meant to create and feel a sense of progress in what they're doing. And when you can't experience that, when you feel no will to experience it, especially when what feels so previously in grasp, the will to create, maybe it was just a month ago you were feeling like you were doing fine, but you weren't actually doing fine, and now all of a sudden you're feeling burnt out and you just can't create anything. Well, I was there last year. The year was 2025, and it was the third year of trying to do my art full time. I was in a sort of mindless repetition of doing what I had done for the previous years to make money, which was commissions and trying to earn subscriber income. I had just started a new feature in my subscription plan that allowed people who supported to create polls for what I would draw that month. That included not only the character, but also the scenario. And so I started doing one of these a month on top of commissions and also trying to study. And I had picked up a tip from another artist to do gesture drawings every day as a warm-up, and so I was just kind of in this mindless repetition. And I did this for months, and I grew more and more miserable over time because nothing was for me anymore. It was all obligation. Everything was an obligation. All creativity stemmed from the obligation to finish the piece and earn money from it. So I had a series of mindlessly repetitive art practices. I was trying to, in what I thought would increase my productivity by sticking to the same routine, the same process every time, just trying to pump shit out and get it done. But I wasn't feeling creative. I wasn't creating for myself. I grew to loathe the monthly polls because it was just for subscribers. I literally gave myself no creative freedom in this practice. I mean, the clients got to choose everything from the character to the scenario, and I just did what they said. I even convinced myself that if I were to not want to do the thing, people would unsubscribe. I had really backed myself into a corner with this practice. It was really ridiculous, and I don't recommend ever feeling like your clients or your fans are so important that you can't take care of yourself first. So why do I think burnout occurs in people? I think the main reasons are you aren't taking care of yourself. You aren't taking care of that inner spark that drives you to create in the first place. Somewhere along the way, it got buried by trying to be productive, by trying to be quote unquote better. It's just you've lost sight of yourself. You've lost sight of an inner creative or an inner child, if you will. Our creativity actually stems from a childlike sense of wonder that's deep within us. It's actually always with you. Remember when you were a little kid and you just like to create. No one said you could, you didn't have to ask for permission. You didn't have to think, is this the right move? You just did. You grabbed a crayon and you just did. That childlike sense of creativity and exploration is always within you, and somewhere along the way, it gets buried by being an adult. It gets buried by trying to be a professional. It gets buried by all these different freeloader opinions that stick to your mind as you grow up. So, your creative child has been buried. You're pushing yourself too far without rest. You're not giving yourself time to reset. You're just pushing and pushing and pushing. And I get that too. In this day and age, there's an urge to just want to work nonstop because you feel like you're behind. You've devolved into a mechanical repetition. devoid of fun or experimentation. And I think that happens because you're avoiding uncertainty. When there's this urge to be as productive as possible and to get things done as quickly as possible to move on to the next project, you can't risk uncertainty, because uncertainty may mean you have to slow down. It may mean taking risks or setbacks, and that will slow you down inevitably if something doesn't work out and you have to start over. Well, when you avoid risks and you avoid uncertainty and you fall into a mechanical sense of repeating yourself in a quest for increased productivity, you're losing out on the true sense of creativity, which is the exploration and finding fun, the fun of discovery. You're losing out on one of the most essential parts of creativity. So, how to escape burnout? How do we get out of this mindless, repetitive loop? Well, the first step is to just stop what you're doing. Just let it go. Do whatever you can to securely give yourself time. That means if you're making money off your art, maybe rely on savings. Tell your fans that you're taking a vacation, that you're dropping your client's work. Just do whatever you can to just drop it. I thought that I would need to slowly step away, but it was better for me to just drop it. Before my burnout, there was like a storm cloud above my head, and I fell into one of the worst mental health experiences of my life. I really thought I would have to check myself into some kind of institution. And I remember the night that I finally decided to drop it. And I told my fans, I told my clients, I told everyone, I can't do it. I'm taking a break. And like the storm cloud lifting, the next day I felt right as rain. I felt back to normal. It was incredible. And that said to me that I just had to drop it. So give yourself time, give yourself a month, just completely drop whatever it is you're doing. Take a step back and let it be. Understand what's causing your blocks. Is it that you're putting too much pressure on yourself? Are you creating secret rules in your head to stop yourself from creating? I made so many secret rules in my head that said, oh, it's wrong to create this, it's wrong to draw that, or you should be drawing this because people expect it of you. And that caused a lot of stagnation, because instead of just enjoying the thrill of discovery, I had to create a specific thing. So understand where your blocks are coming from. Maybe they come from an external source. Maybe people, maybe you're worried about what people think, or you're telling yourself you can't do something, or that you're not good enough. But you are good enough, because all you have to do is start, and that's already so much better than what most people do. Starting is really the hardest part. And when you just get in touch with that creative child, things open up, and it's kind of magical, because you have to let go of that urge to do something good, or be a professional, or make money, because the artist child doesn't respond to that. The inner child doesn't respond to work. Work is not fun. So you have to find a way to convince yourself that this is fun, to be a child again. And so that can be simply not even doing art. It can be taking yourself out on a little date, going to get ice cream with yourself, going bowling, doing things that are fun for you. Literally take out a piece of paper and try to think deeply about the things you enjoyed doing as a child that you maybe haven't done in a long time. Maybe it's kayaking. Maybe you went kayaking once when you were like 9 and it was really fun, but you've never had the opportunity to do it. Well, now that you've cleared your schedule and you've dropped all the things you were going to do, now find some time to give yourself some true, meaningful fun time. As you begin to explore your fun side and giving yourself time to do things for yourself, you may regain a sense of trust in yourself, or regain a sense of love, acceptance, fun. And when you decide to create, Try to do things that are completely different. Maybe you always worked in a certain medium, and now's your chance to do something else. Work in a completely different medium. Maybe work in a different environment. Maybe try something you've never tried before. And when you do, try to silence that voice that says you're not good enough, or this isn't working out, or whatever. Just keep going. And maybe it can be, if you're drawing digitally, I say try not to touch the undo button for maybe the first 30 minutes. Don't erase your strokes. If you're drawing physically, don't touch the eraser. Just keep drawing. Just keep pushing those lines around. Just keep pushing the paint around, and accept wherever your creativity will come. Draw completely different subject matters. Do things that you have no idea if it's going to work out, and just let it be. And I think, doing these things can help a lot, especially, getting back into art is definitely one part of it, is regaining the fun. But another part is really just getting back in touch with who you are, who your inner child is, and what inspires them to create, what inspires you to create, and get in touch with that by doing fun things, by doing new things, by accepting whatever comes out of you. And if you need to stop for a prolonged period of time, if you need to get another job, it's like you absolutely can. Getting a job and dropping my art for a little bit was actually one of the best things to ever happen to me. I thought, I was so afraid that I'd have to do that, but it just wasn't working out, and that's okay. And since I, took a step back, got a job, and pursued meaningful art to myself, I've been back and creating more art than I was before my burnout. And it took me maybe 3 months. 3 months of self-exploration. That's really not that long. I think it was definitely 1 month of just dropping everything and then kind of slowly getting back into it with new subject matter and etc. Anyway, I know that being a creative is actually so much harder than anyone can ever tell you. It is a personal journey through and through, and you're going to have to just discover it. And I hope some of these tips help. Go easy on yourself. Just accept what comes out of you, and good luck.